Rakhal had been staying at Vrindavan with Balaram. At first, he had written excited letters praising the holy place. He had written to M. "It is the best of all places. Please come here. The peacocks dance around, and one always hears and sees religious music and dancing. There is an unending flow of divine bliss." But then Rakhal had been laid up with an attack of fever. Sri Ramakrishna was very much worried about him and vowed to worship the Divine Mother for his recovery. So he began to talk about Rakhal. Master. Rakhal had his first religious ecstasy while sitting here, massaging my feet. A Bhagavata scholar had been expounding the sacred book in the room. As Rakhal listened to his words, he shuddered every now and then. Then he became altogether still. His second ecstasy was at Balaram Bose's house. In that state, he could not keep himself sitting upright. He lay flat on the floor. Rakhal belongs to the realm of the personal God. He leaves the place if one talks about the impersonal. I have taken a vow to worship the Divine Mother when he recovers. You see, he has renounced his home and relatives and completely surrendered himself to me. It was I who sent him to his wife now and then. He still had a little desire for enjoyment. Pointing to M. Rakhal has written him from Vrindavan that it is a grand place. The peacocks dance around. Now let the peacocks take care of him. He has really put me in a fix. Rakhal has been staying with Balaram at Vrindavan. Ah, what a nice nature Balaram has. It is only for my sake that he doesn't go to Orissa, where his family owns an estate. His brother stopped his monthly allowance and wrote to him, "Come and stay with us here. Why should you waste so much money in Calcutta?" But he didn't listen. He has been living in Calcutta because he wants to see me. What devotion to God! He is busy day and night with his worship. His gardener is always making garlands of flowers for the deity. He has decided to spend 4 months a year at Vrindavan to reduce his expenses. He gets a monthly allowance of 200 rupees. Why am I so fond of the youngsters? They are still untouched by woman and gold. I find that they belong to the class of the Nitya Siddhas, the ever perfect. When Narendra first came here, He was dressed in dirty clothes, but his eyes and face betokened some inner stuff. At that time, he did not know many songs. He sang one or two. Let us go back once more, O mind, to our own abode. And, O Lord, must all my days pass by so utterly in vain? Whenever he came here, I would talk only with him, though the room was filled with people. He would say to me, "Please talk to them." And then I would talk with the others. I became mad for the sight of him and wept for him in Jodu Molik's garden house. I wept here too, holding Bholanath's hand. Bholanath said, "Sir, you shouldn't behave that way for a mere kayastha boy." One day the fat Brahmin said to me about Narendra, with folded hands, "Sir, he has very little education. Why should you be so restless for him?" Footnote: Fat Brahmin, a nickname for Pran Krishna, a devotee of the Master. Footnote ends. Bhavanath and Narendra are a pair. They are like man and woman. So, I asked Bhavanath to rent a house near Narendra's. Both of them belong to the realm of the formless reality.